Hello and thank you for your interest in this video. I'll cover how to do a non-professional picture calibration of the excellent Hisense PX3-Pro ultra short throw projector using just free resources on the web and optionally an iPad as your reference device, but mostly trusting your own eyeballs. To get the best picture quality out of any projector, the blacker your media room or home theater, the better. Light absorbing velvet black. I still have some more work to do on mine. Quite a bit of work. Now let's take a look at the PX3-Pro. This ultra short throw projector supports all HDR formats as well as full 3D. It has about 2200 to 2500 usable lumens of brightness in producing accurate picture quality, and a little over 12,000 to 1 contrast ratio. I've got the projector connected to my AV receiver using HDMI 3, which is supposed to be eARC or Enhanced Audio Return Channel capable. Start Cody.
Okay.
Turn off theater lights.
Okay.
This is the PX3 Pro's Google TV interface. Now let me show you the only real issue with this projector, which is eARC not working. I have the projector, my AVR, and the rest of my home theater gear set up properly as shown on the right. But as you'll see, no matter what I try, I cannot select eARC, but only the projector's built-in speakers or optical. After very briefly accepting eARC, it always keeps going back to speaker. To me and other home theater fans, this issue makes the PX3-Pro's built-in Google TV unsuitable for serious online streaming. I suggest using a separate Google TV, Fire TV, or Apple TV device instead. Other than this issue, the PX3-Pro is an excellent projector. To ensure I have a pure, true-to-source playback device, I'm using a Ugoos AM6B with Corelec. Now let's talk about how to get the best picture quality results with the PX3-Pro. As I noted earlier, iPhones are not well suited to capture what the picture looks like on screen with an ultra short throw projector like this. What I'm seeing in person is not red oversaturated, but closer to the actual iPad reference you see in my hands. Using an iPad with clips that show skin tones, skies with clouds, or just blue skies, etc. are a great way to dial in accurate picture quality on your projector. By the way, I tried an older GoPro 7 as well as a Sony HD camera, and unfortunately neither produced good results either. It's just something with tri-laser projectors that makes it especially challenging to capture what you're really seeing in person. The Hisense PX3-Pro has multiple picture presets and a custom one for standard definition, HDR, HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and 3D. With so many picture options, what the recommended settings cover for practical use are the theater presets for SDR and HDR. You can use theater preset for HDR10+ as well. Then for Dolby Vision, you should adjust the Dolby Dark and Dolby Bright presets, and for 3D, because maximum brightness helps, adjusting the Sports preset, but the settings still produce an accurate picture, just with more pop. So at this point, if you're wondering, where are the recommended settings already? They are 80% based on a dedicated AVSForum thread, and then 10% adjustments or tweaks off of those settings made using the iPad reference method that I mentioned. And finally, that approximate last 10% based on my eyeballs, my preference, and you'll have your own. Here's the not-so-secret AVSForum thread where you download the PX3-Pro recommended community settings. These were compiled and iterated upon by two AVSForum members. One used his professionally calibrated OLED TV as the reference to adjust his PX3-Pro's picture, and the other is a collaborator and an expert projector user. After this, you should tweak picture settings as I suggested earlier, using an iPad reference and your personal preference, trusting your own eyeballs. Now with my projector dialed in settings, let me demo two clips To show off this projector's excellent contrast and especially black levels, starting with Dolby Vision Bright and then switching to Dolby Vision Dark, you'll see that the black bars above and below the picture almost disappear. Now testing my HDR theater preset settings. Again, excellent contrast and especially great blacks. However, what's not great has nothing to do with the projector, but my ceiling and walls, which need to be treated with black light-absorbing velvet to improve perceived contrast and better blacks. I have unhelpful light reflection from the ceiling and walls that hurt the picture quality a bit. Now for a bonus, if you're wondering how to have test clips on an iPad, here's a way. Using a HandBrake to make MKVs or other Apple iOS incompatible video types to be iPad friendly. This works for SDR and HDR videos. On that previous summary tab, make sure the pass-through common metadata option is checked. For 4K Dolby Vision disc rips, there's a YouTube tutorial on how to convert Dolby Vision Profile 7 to 8, which is iOS compatible. And as another bonus, this nifty tool is a very useful way to get any files onto your iPad or any iOS device. The app needs to be installed on each device you want to be able to send to or receive from. Hope this video was enjoyable and informative. Thank you for watching.